Hello, friends. So what is this mess you're looking at? Oh my. It's a job I refuse to ever say yes to again, and that is outdoor cushions. This is well, I've already sent one home with the lady. She was so excited, and I couldn't say no to her because she's been a long time client, and they talk me into things. But this, it's a pretty nice fabric, isn't it? Yes, oh, man, I couldn't, it's going to have to get adjusted, but we're all in. Another one done, and I'm getting ready. This is the back. I'm getting ready to do the seat cushions, but making this piping, I know piping looks good, but indeed it can be a pain in the neck. Here I'm working on a seat. And so just if you're ever thinking of doing something like this, remember, piping on a seat, while the back was one layer, 2 layers, 1 row of piping. So the seat, you see, you're gonna have to do piping 2 times. Once around here, once around here, and then there's that band that goes along the middle. So we're gonna get there. Oh my. But it'll be very nice. And hey, just a heads up, I had no idea that you could get this outdoor sun repellent, whatever, fabric from Wayfair. This lady went online and got it from Wayfair. I had no idea. I'm always looking at regular fabric places, but that's where she got her fabric, and she just loved it. I like it too. Really pretty, summery, cool, relaxing colors. So I'm going to keep on, and I will show you more about this. Whew, oh my. So putting the piping on, I'm learning things. When you're doing a stripe like this, the first cushion, I had the sort of lime green ended up being the majority of the piping. Well, you use up so much, and maybe you have this much left, barely, I don't know, a little, maybe 3/4 of a yard. And I decided I don't want to splice. So there I go cutting. I have 4+ yards that I can continue to cut strips to the tune of, based on my math, which is not great, something like approximately between 40 and 50 yards of piping needed to do this entire job. That includes 5 smaller cushions that I didn't show you yet, and they will both require twice around. So, hey, if you're watching this for no other reason than to try and make a decision, as to where you would take, whether you would take this on or not, I would think it over, because she's going to have quite a bit into doing this. She bought her fabric. I forget the price, but you can look on Wayfair. And then she's going to pay me to do it. And it is not a short-term job. It takes a while. And don't forget, clipping around your curves. I am not pinning things. I'm going along. I clip right when I get to a curve, and then I ease my way around it. And I even purchased, I'll show you. And you have to be careful. You sort of shove it towards the curve, and don't try to go too fast. That's why things like this take a lot more time than people realize. And so she's going to be looking at hundreds of dollars for her new cushions. But yeah, okay. So basically, I went on Amazon and got this outdoor rated Great Lakes cordage, made in the USA. Yes, ma'am. It's pretty cool. It seems stiff, but remember, once it's out in weather, no matter how hard you try, you forget to bring your cushions in or cover them or whatever it is, they will get weather or, sunlight or damp or something. So this is perfect. This is the 1/4 inch, and it feels like it's more than 1/4 inch to me, but I just leave it beside me and I pull off of it. I don't try to pre-cut things and try to guess. There's no sense doing that. You will find yourself crying. So anyway, that's this step. So we'll get all our seat pieces corded up, and then we'll sew that band that goes around the edge. That's tricky in its own. Ugh, ugh. Okay, soon. So yeah, we're working on a seat. And let me just say, when you cut this side part, go ahead and give yourself more than you think. I had a measurement, and boy, we were just a little worried right here, but it came together. Give yourself extra inches more than what you think, because it's just funny what happens. But we're in shape, and here's my next trick, because now you're going to have to match the other side. You're going to have to find where you spliced together, and you know where your splice was, and it's going to go on that line. So you'll want to start here. And what I did was, in order to get my corners somewhat right, I tried to find what the apex of the corner, and I found what the natural apex was. I went over from it, followed the green line over, and I made a little snip. So that's going to be a generalized way of matching this up. So we'll start at the center back, or we might even go ahead and pin a few corners and just see how the corners work out. And hopefully they will. And of course, then there'll be more clipping on this part being that around the side. So we'll do more, snips, clips, and try to match everything up before we start sewing. And at this point, we're going to make sure that we leave that area unsewn right through here, because we will have to, well, actually you have to leave a long bit because you have to get a solid cushion in there. Yeah, it's tricky. It really is. Oh, and you want to make sure your lines are going the right way. Yes, yes. Same way. Yes. Actually, if I really want to match them up, it's this way. Then my stripe matches top and bottom. Okay, we're going to work on that. Oh, boy, boy, boy. Yeah, I told my friend, remind me to never say yes to this job again. It's just, it's tricky. But we're going to get it. And then, of course, once you do the turning and get your big old cushion in there, there is no other way. I cannot get that under the machine. There is no other way but to do, a hidden stitch best you can. Oh, by the way, we use outdoor thread. I found this Coates & Clark. It's 100% polyester. It says outdoor exterior. It's pretty good stuff. I've used it a lot. They don't have a great range of color, but often this neutral works very well. Oh boy. I have been on the real struggle bus trying to get that thing in there. I didn't want to have to open up too much. I had to go back towards the corners a little bit. Feed that thing. Now, I have to go and turn this and hand sew all of that. There is just no other way. There's just no other way. But anyway, one of these done. One more of these to do, and then we'll be on the small seat cushions. Oh my goodness. Really, I don't know, think twice about saying you'll do this. It would have been better done by an upholstery person. I mean, I've covered couches, I've redone furniture, vintage furniture, the upholstery, but it is not my fun time. Okay. So here is one set finished. One of two of these sets finished up they're all finished, except I do have 5 seat pads. No, 6 seat pads to do. But otherwise, this is done. You can see we have a few strings, but yeah. She's good to go. Ready for Mother's Day on her porch if it's warm enough. I don't know. It's pretty nice. But I wouldn't recommend it unless it is your thing, because I gotta say, you need space when you're doing something like this, and you need heavy-duty equipment. So anyway, I got this done, and I have to move on to other things, of which you will be seeing soon. Thank you.